Now live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri, it's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Good morning, friends, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center. Happy Wednesday to you. It's hump day. You know, that's what it is. That's what we call it around here anyway. It's great to see you this morning, or at least know that you're out there. You're seeing me. I can't really see you. I mean, I can see you on the chat, but you know, maybe we need to have like a live chat where you can have your pictures and everything come up too. I don't know how that would work, but could be fun. Could be interesting. You never know. So anyway, good morning to you. Got another bright, crisp, beautiful fall morning today. Is in the 40s again today, this morning. So, but supposed to get up to, I think, close to 80 again today. So. Anyway, we'll see how that goes, but absolutely loving this fall weather. I hope you are as well. A lot of scary stuff going on in the world right now. We've got, the big story, of course, is Hurricane Milton should be arriving on the coast of Florida today. So, you know, keep Florida in your thoughts and prayers for sure. I've got friends and family out there, so. Just watching by the minute to make sure everybody's okay out there. But this is a record-breaking storm on all fronts. So it doesn't look to be any end in sight. Pretty scary. So let's keep our Florida folks in our thoughts today. And then, all the stuff over in Israel and all that. Just it's a crazy, crazy world, guys. So. We just need to keep things happy around here. So let's have a great Wake Up with Greg morning and, just keep things positive and have a great time. So got a few folks on the chat this morning already. Mom is here. Peyton is here. Good to see you back, brother. Vincent is here. Good morning as well. The show, for those of you new to the show, never seen this before. Hey, we made it. I just noticed we made it in the 1570s. We're moving up just tick by little tick. So subscribers, thank you so much for helping us out on this show and joining the party here. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the show, never seen this before, we are here every weekday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central, to share the internet's coolest instruments with you. Instruments that are available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving us a call at 417-882-7006. Or by checking out our Reverb page at reverb.com. Today is Woodwind Wednesday. And so I have three different woodwind instruments today, a flute, a clarinet, and a saxophone. Interesting because two of the three instruments are not made out of wood. So we'll talk a little bit more about why they're called woodwinds. But you may already know the history of that, and that's okay. And, as far as you know, I could be making this stuff up too, so who knows? But we're going to do it anyway. We're going to have some fun. So in addition to the instruments, we talk about music, talk about life, just having some fun, art, literature, collectibles, food, travel, whatever, just whatever's coming to mind today. And we'll be sharing that with you as well. So stay tuned for all the fun we've got with that. So here's what y'all can do for me. You can hit the like button. You can hit the share button. Share this with all your friends, family, relatives, coworkers, dogs, cats, anybody you want to share it with. Dogs and cats watch TV too, right? Or the internet, whatever. And then of course we've got the live stream chat going on. So this is the best way for you guys to join in the party, and we can interact with each other. Makes it the most fun. You can ask your questions, leave your comments, let me know where in the world you're watching from. As I've always said, we're here in Springfield, Missouri, and right in the heart of the good old USA here. But we've got people watching from all around the world. So it's a lot of fun here. Simple ask, keep the comments and the questions polite and appropriate and family friendly. So that we can have the best time here, and you don't get blocked by Jordan. You don't want to have that happen because it's just painful. It really is. So anyway, so that is kind of what we got going on for today. Exciting things coming up for me tomorrow and for you guys. Tomorrow morning, I think we're going to try something different because we're going to be traveling on our way to St. Louis tomorrow to interview one of my idols, Jay Beckenstein of Spyro Gyra. They're performing in St. Louis tomorrow at City Winery, and I was able to be lucky enough to score an interview with him. It'll be my first pro interview, and we're going to do it like a special edition of the show. We won't be doing it live, as it happens, but we'll get it all recorded and all produced and put together and show you this really special edition of Wake Up with Greg with special guest Jay Beckenstein. So that's going to be super awesome. And then Friday, I'm going to do my show live from our store in O'Fallon, Missouri, which is a suburb of St. Louis. So stay tuned for that as well. So lots of interesting things coming up there. And then on the 26th of October, we have our Cars and Guitars Trunk or Treat event going on here at the Springfield store. So bring your hot rods, bring your kids, come get some candy, wear your costumes. And we've got, I think we're doing, I don't know if I'm announcing this too early, but I think we're doing either a raffle or something to raise funds for Convoy of Hope for hurricane relief and whatnot. So doing our little bit to help as best we can. So come on out and support that, and let's have some fun. Peyton says, super cool, excited to see that interview. I am too. I'm excited to do the interview. It'll be the first time I've ever interviewed somebody of that professional level, so it'll be interesting. I don't think I've actually interviewed anybody. So we'll see how that goes. This is a first for all of us. So anyway, super excited about all of that. That's what we've got going on. So we're going to dig into these woodwinds here in a moment. But before we do that, we need to always say a fine good morning to Jordan. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning.
Got your Palin Music camo wear on today, so I'm having trouble seeing you today.
I'm just a head.
Just disembodied head just floating in the ether. I love it. Love it. Everything going all right in your world, my friend?
Yep. Just going to prepare for the interview today.
Yeah. Yep.
Make sure we got all the equipment we need. And
good stuff. Yeah. Going to be fun. Wow. Weird noises going on in the building.
Is there a hurricane coming this far?
The hurricane is headed this way. Nah, we don't get hurricane. We get tornadoes, though. That's the fun stuff. And earthquakes. Just all kinds of, in California, man, the whole world is just kind of a hot mess. California's got like earthquakes cracking the state in half. And man, there's just floods and fires. It's I don't know. It's just crazy. So stay safe out there, people. Hug your loved ones, keep safe, keep strong, spread some love. There we go. All right, let's dig into this, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. I got my fancy gloves on.
Before the first instrument,
yes.
Can you tell us about the shirt and watch?
The shirt and watch. The shirt brand is a Santiki. I've never heard of it before, but that's the brand. And this is my wino shirt. So it's got wine barrels and wine bottles and wine grapes and all of that. And then it looks like I've spilled wine all over it, right? So isn't that great? So I wore this kind of thinking about going to City Winery tomorrow. Maybe I should have worn this for the interview tomorrow. I don't know, but maybe I'll get a new shirt for that and debut something new. But anyway, this is my wine shirt. Santiki is the brand. And then my watch, you've seen this one a billion times. This is my Citizen Echo Drive World Timer gift from my buddy John Gage. So yeah, that's that guy there. Just absolutely love this watch. Chronograph, so it's got all the bells and whistles, stopwatches and tachymeters and all that good stuff. So there you go. That's the shirt and watch. We're going to dig into some horns. I've been rambling a lot already this morning. First item up for grabs, we have a Yamaha flute. This is a 500 series fruit. It's a fruit. It's Flute Your Flute Friday. No, it's Wednesday. It's Woodwind Wednesday. This is the model YFL 587, and then there's a whole bunch of letters. H, C, T, L, P, G, P. What does all that mean? Who knows? But we're going to show you and tell you. Lots of letters, lots of numbers. But the 500 series is their, they've got, there's the 300 series, or 200 series, which is the student level, and then their intermediate level 300 series and 400 series, and then the Pro is the 5, 6, and 700 series, and then the Custom is the 800, 900 series. That's where you get into your like solid gold flutes and all of that. Super high-end handmade stuff, the Atelier stuff and all that. So French style case, I showed you the case cover, fancy fleece lining on the inside there. I got to put my gloves on to show you what we've got here, but I'll show you what it looks like in the case. There we go. Okay. So this is the 587 model, and we'll go through all of the specifics on this. Get my fancy gloves on and put it together so you can see what the whole assemblage looks like here. Right there. Looks like the last person who had this in their hands didn't do a nice job of wiping it down, but that's all right. We'll make do. So here we go. This is the Yamaha 587, YFL 587, HCT LPGP. So what does all of that mean? Well, first off, we have a French open hole flute. So we've got the French open holes. You can see those right there. We've talked about this multiple times on the show about how that helps with intonation, helps with facility, and allows you to do different fingering techniques and different things. So it is a very versatile flute. We have the inline G, okay, right there. So as opposed to the offset, so this is the straight configuration of the keys. Again, it's just a matter of preference as far as that is concerned. We have the extended low B foot on there. We have the French pointed key arms, which we've talked about for stability of regulation. And then we have a sterling silver head joint, 925 solid sterling silver with a gold-plated lip plate. So that's what the LPGP part of those letters stand for. LP for lip plate and GP for gold-plated. So why the gold-plated lip plate? A number of reasons. It actually, the whole like interior of the head joint is plated. So for one, it's for people who have like skin allergies or reactions to silver or other metals and nickel and whatnot. They can kind of get a little rash on the lip there, but the gold is a hypoallergenic metal, so it makes it a much more comfortable playing situation. Plus, it's just, cosmetically, it just adds a touch of beauty and cool factor to the flute. Plus, there are some that say it also enhances the tone. When you add metal like that, you get a nice bit of warmth added to the tone. The tone, if I can get my mouth working there. I don't know if you can see all the engraving on there. It's not a lot of decorative engraving, but just the name there. It says Yamaha 587, established in 1887. That's how long Yamaha's been around. Type AM silver head 925. Is it 925 or 927? It's 925. Okay. We've got is this the C-sharp trill key on there? I think that is what that is there. Gizmo key down on the B foot. We got all of the things that you want. The tone holes are hand drawn and rolled, or curled as they call it in the flute world. But yeah, so that is the Yamaha YFL 587 HCT LPGP professional model flute from the 500 series. This is live on our website right now at palinmusic.com, or by giving me a call, 417-882-7006, or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com. Steve and Max are here. Good morning to you, boys. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Arnell is here. You made it in time. Good to see you, Arnell. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So why is this considered a woodwind instrument? Flutes, in their origins, were made of wood, or some of them even made of bamboo, which is also considered a reed. Bamboo is actually a kind of grass, which is kind of cool. But it's for all intents and purposes, it's wood. And so flutes originated as a woodwind instrument because made of wood. And the way the instrument is played, by blowing across the embouchure hole here, is a similar way that you play like a recorder or a whistle or something along those lines. So it's a woodwind instrument, even though it's not wood, but they still make wood flutes. And in fact, you can even get like wood head joints for flutes, all kinds of stuff like that. So anyway, that's just a little bit of woodwind trivia for the flute. That is the YFL 587. Check it out now. Take it home with you today. And let's have a Woodwind Wednesday for you there. So that is instrument number 1 on Woodwind Wednesday. So we'll set that aside and we will bring up instrument number 2. In the meantime, what we got going on, Mr. Jordan?
Yes, can you recommend some music to us today?
I always can do that. It's one of my love languages, sharing music with folks. So I was just thinking of this song, I don't know why, on my way in today. Kind of something a little tongue-in-cheek. I thought it was a bit fun. One of my favorite musical artists out there is Sting. Sting, first came to light in the band The Police in the 70s and 80s, was really popular then, and then ventured out on his own in the 80s and has been pretty much a solo artist ever since. To be honest, I'm not sure if he's reunited with The Police anytime recently or not. Those of you more in the know on that could let me know, but this was an album he did, gosh, I don't know how many years ago now, called 10 Sumner's Tales, because Sumner is his actual surname, his last name, I think. What's his first name? I can't remember. Anyway, William Jefferson Sumner. I don't know. Something like that. But anyway, the song that I wanted to share is called Epilogue, also known as Nothing About Me. And he talks about in this song how, he's been around forever and you guys can like dig into everything that he's ever done. And you're still not going to know anything about him. And, I've been doing this show for over 150 episodes, and you guys may think you know me, but you probably still don't know nothing about me. But you think you do. And that's all right, because, it's called Get to Know Me. But this song is just such a great song, and the whole album is fantastic. And it came out, gosh, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago now. Am I getting text messages? Oh, yeah, the boss is texting me there. All right. So anyway, this is... Peyton knows something about me. Well, there you go. So Nothing About Me is the song. The artist is Sting. I'm going to add this song right now to the Wake Up with Greg playlist that I've got for you guys on Spotify. So check that out. It's a public playlist, has all the music I've recommended on this show for I don't know how long. Arnell says Gordon. Oh, Gordon Sumner. That's right. That's his name. Not Jefferson, William, whatever. But Gordon Sumner. That's right. Thank you very much. I had forgotten that. So one more time, there's the song. And one of these days, we're going to figure out how to get to play this play this music for you without getting in trouble. So we're going to make that happen. But the song, Nothing About Me by Sting, the album 10 Sumner's Tales. Check it out. I think you'll like it. It's a whole lot of fun. I've got to check on that later. So that's my song for the day. All right. What's we got another Woodwind Wednesday instrument, right?
Yes. Let's see it.
My mom knows me the mostest. Yeah, that's true. All right. Next up, switching from flutes to clarinets, we've got a LeBlanc Serenade 2 clarinet here, professional grade clarinet. Made by LeBlanc, which is part of the Conn-Selmer Company. And this is a really beautiful clarinet. And, if you've been around a while and you've seen this show, you've seen this clarinet a few times. I still have it because you haven't bought it yet. So somebody needs to buy this clarinet. And now is the season to do it. We're in what we call step-up season here at Old Palin Music Center. And it's where it's time for those students who are advancing to upgrade their student level instruments to the next level, intermediate or professional grade. So I'm going to assemble this one for you here real quick. But before I do, let me show you a couple of features on this. This is an all wood grenadilla wood clarinet, also known as African blackwood. But one of the features that you can't see when it's assembled are these metal capped tenons here. And these metal caps on the tenons really protect those tenons because that's the most common place for a crack to occur in a wooden clarinet, especially one that is not maintained properly. So that's just a little added bonus there. And there are some people say that it affects the tone of the clarinet as well because it adds a little bit of weight and mass to the instrument. I'll try to do this here. Probably need to get some cork grease on this thing. Look at the grain on that bell. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful. I'm going to set this down for a second so you can see the wood grain. I don't know if it shows. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see that. Really beautiful finish on the bell there. Arnell says, love Sting and the Police. Yep. Is it K-Wright? Is that right? When I was coming up, saxophone, all the clarinetists were all about Buffet. Buffet is kind of still the thing, but LeBlanc was really one of the top makers out there for quite some time. And they still make really nice professional grade clarinets, but they just don't make as many as they used to once they were acquired by the Conn-Selmer company. But so there's the fully assembled instrument here. So what do we have? We have the full grenadilla wood body, polycylindrical bore, which you can't see inside there, but we've talked about that, how the K-Ray, okay, K-Ray, gotcha. K-Ray, I think I'm going to get it one of these days. My pronunciations aren't so good these days, but I apologize if I get it wrong. I'm trying real hard to get it right. Okay, so back to the clarinet. This has something really cool. I'm going to show that in just a moment. But the grenadilla wood body, this comes with two barrels, okay? So you get one that is a 64 and one that is a 66 millimeter length barrel, and that just allows you different tuning options. And when you're in different climates and whatnot, that can really affect the tone, so you can shorten or lengthen the horn for proper intonation. Really cool feature. I love just the simple unadorned trim rings on the tenons and around the bell. The beautiful LeBlanc logo there. The little kind of not megaphone, what do you call that? It's kind of like a speaker cone, honestly. Like a Victrola from back in the day, the kind of speakers that they had there. And there's the Serenade logo there. Bright silver plated keys, heavy duty silver plating, long lasting, give you a really pretty, beautiful finish, fit and feel on that. You've got the adjustable thumb rest with the strap ring on there, which, as I've said, a lot of people are using straps on clarinets these days. I've never used one, but to each his own, whatever makes it most comfortable and easy for you. We've got an added brace down on the low stack keys, which again help with regulation on there. And then we've got these very cool black synthetic pads. So I don't know if you can see the pads in that clarinet there, but they are all black, which is a really cool look, I think. So just something unique and different. I think their Valentino is maybe the brand of the pads, which they kind of pioneered the whole synthetic pad movement a few decades ago. But this is a great horn. This is available on our website right now. The specific model is the LCL for LeBlanc Clarinet 511S. And it's on special on our website right now. And if you mention our show, I'll give you an even better deal. So yeah, pick this up, palinmusic.com or reverb.com, or give me a call, 417-882-7006. Comes as a full outfit with a hard rubber mouthpiece, cap and ligature as well in the matching silver plate. So that is the LeBlanc Serenade 2 Professional Clarinet. Come and get it. Oh, woodwind. We've talked about Woodwind Wednesday. So clarinets, in their origins were always made of wood. And they still are, the intermediate and professional level horns are anyway. Student level horns are usually plastic. That's a little tight with that glove on there. Plastic or other synthetics these days, but the traditional clarinet is made of wood and still is today, and therefore fully fits into the woodwind category. Plus, you use a wooden reed, well, it's a cane reed, to produce the sound. You get the vibration of the reed to create the sound in the clarinet, and that makes it a woodwind. Ta-da! All right. That's instrument number 2. We'll set that aside. Grab instrument number 3.
All right. Before the last instrument, can you show us something cool?
I can show you something cool. I've said on this show that we talk about all sorts of different things, such as art is one of the things that we talk about. I got to open my computer here. And I wanted to talk about Art Deco. It is a period of art design. Started in Paris, France, in the 1910s, and carried on through World War I, and then really kind of took an explosion through 1920s and 30s. So what is it? I mean, Art Deco is a kind of a shortened form of the French term arts décoratifs, which, when shortened, becomes Art Deco, which actually means the decorative arts. And Art Deco is exactly that, the decorative arts. Here's a book about it. And Art Deco is just one of those styles that encompasses pretty much every aspect of life, everything from art to clothing to fashion to architecture to the automotive world to transportation to furniture. I mean, all kinds of things. And so to show you, here's a piece of furniture that is a classic Art Deco design. Something like the streamlined trains, the silver bullet trains, you may remember, very classic Art Deco design. Automobiles, in the 30s, certainly filled with that type of design as well. And then architecture, the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building in New York are quintessential Art Deco designs. We talked about the ship, the Normandy, the ship that sunk in New York Harbor due to a fire. The interiors of that ship were all Art Deco, but here's some furniture designs as well. But what made me think about wanting to share Art Deco is because we talk about Art Deco a lot on this show with the designs that you see on like some saxophone engravings and different things. And the saxophone in its, uprising popularity, the heyday was in the 20s and 30s of the last century. And many, many instruments, saxophones especially, but also trumpets and trombones, were very architecturally designed in the Art Deco style. Another piece of the Art Deco style is the bright, vivid colors, the iridescent colors is a really popular. Yeah, here's some like interiors of the Normandy ship and different things there. So just all kinds of great design. But this last weekend, my wife and I went to an antique store. Was it an antique store or a flea market? I can't remember. Anyway, and I found this absolutely beautiful Art Deco clock. Okay, so this is classic Art Deco design, the chrome design, the very architectural, very squared design, but with the round markings there, and the inside of the dial. I don't know if it's going to show up well on this. The center section of the dial on this clock is called guilloche, which is a architectural design of carving of metal to get that really beautiful design. If you were a kid, you remember the spirograph, things that the little gears that you can draw, and it makes these fantastic designs. That's kind of the concept of the guilloche on here. But anyway, this clock, this is a Hammond Synchronous Gloria is the clock. It's an alarm clock. It's not functioning right now. And this is Peyton, this is where you come in. I'm going to need your electronic expertise to maybe help me get this thing working because I need to put a new cord on it. But I don't have the tools to do that, and I think you do. So we can talk about that. But here's the clock. The Hammond, and this Hammond clock, this was made in the 1930s, so classic Art Deco period. And the Hammond Company, this is the same Hammond Company that makes the Hammond organs, the fantastic organs, you think of like Jimmy Smith and all of the great jazz organs and blues and R&B sounds that the Hammond, is it the B1, Peyton, I think, the B1 organ? Is that what the one you've got? I can't remember. B1 or B2, just iconic sound. Even in like early and classic rock, the Hammond organ is one of the most sought after. The B3, there you go. Hammond was originally supposed to be a fancy clock. Well, there you go. And they made fancy clocks, and this is a fancy clock. And then the Hammond organ, came after that and, changed the face of music forever. So that's just a quick synopsis of Art Deco and what Art Deco design is. I know I didn't do it even remotely close to a touch of justice on it, but if you're at all interested in it, do a deep dive, because Art Deco design is so amazing. And it's 100 years old as far as the designs are concerned, but so many of the designs are still like modern looking to today's standards. So it's just really super cool. But I just wanted to share that with you because I found that clock this weekend, and hopefully I can get it up and running. And there was an exhibit. I can't remember if it was at the Nelson Atkins Museum in Kansas City or if it was here at Crystal Bridges. I think it was Nelson Atkins, a big Art Deco exhibit, and they had automobiles and they had fashion designs and all. And every time we go to an antique store, and maybe if you guys are into antiquing, you'll see this little ice bucket. It's a little round chrome ice bucket with penguins on the side of it and a little wooden handle on the top. Classic Art Deco design. It follows me around every antique store I ever go to. I'll probably have to buy one of these days, but anyway, classic Art Deco design, a lot of fun. So that's my spiel about Art Deco and kind of my interesting thing for the day, my cool thing. So there you go. I think it's time to jump into our final saxophone or instrument of the day, which happens to be a saxophone, which is also a woodwind instrument because the tone is produced with a reed like a clarinet. And the designer of the saxophone, Adolph Sax, was a clarinetist, actually, and, but worked in his father's factory and wanted to make something unique and different in the instrument world and came up with the saxophone, named after himself. How quaint is that? All right, so this is a beautiful saxophone. I would say, honestly, very Art Deco inspired. Both in its appearance and its decorations. This is the Selmer SAS 711B professional model, US model. It's made in Taiwan, but it's from the Selmer US series. Professional model with a Selmer Paris neck, but this has the black nickel plating with the bright silver on the keys. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful saxophones on the market, really. And the engraving is just stunning as it cuts through the nickel down to the brass and gives you that beautiful contrast with the engraving. And it's all over the horn. It goes all the way up the back. But this has all the features that you want: professional grade, silver plated, mother of pearl key touches, high F sharp, front F, poster rib construction, additional bracing, fine adjustments throughout, adjustable thumb hook on the back. I mean, I've rattled off these specs multiple times, so you guys can probably tell them by heart. Italian leather pads, metal tone boosters. This is a fantastic horn for any advancing high school student or college player, or any pro player looking for a horn on a budget. This will suffice for all of those things. And is a great deal on our website right now at palinmusic.com. Mention the show, I'll give you an extra deal. Or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com, or give me a call, 417-882-7006. Do a quick little turntable spin around on that so you can get the final look of an absolutely beautiful saxophone. This is a great one, guys. I highly recommend this one. Come and get it while it's hot. Here's the neck. The neck is all bright silver plated, so you can see that there. Really cool. No engraving on the neck, and very simple, no logos or anything. But this is the Selmer Paris neck, designed for this saxophone by the Selmer Paris factory. You can see that engraving on the collar there that says Henri Selmer Paris. manufactured by. Yeah, so there you go. Selmer SAS711B for black nickel. Check that out. Come and get it. That is the final woodwind of the Woodwind Wednesday. So I hope you were able to enjoy that as we've got that finished up here. So I feel like I've been rambling a lot today, so it's about time to kind of wrap this show up. So our final piece, Mr. Jordan, what do we got?
Yeah, can you share some wisdom?
Sharing some wisdom. Yes, I can. I don't think I've shared this before. I think I've talked about this artist before, but I don't know if I've done a quote from her or not. One of the hottest artists on the scene today, and by hottest, I mean like most popular and amazing and supremely talented. I am a huge fan. The great Billie Eilish. I mean, she's already an Academy Award winner. I mean, she's won multiple Grammys. She's just insanely talented. And this is a quote from her, and I thought it was kind of interesting because I think it kind of applies to me as well. She says, "I listen to music all day, every day. I can't not listen to music. It's kind of scary how much I listen to music, but it's what I love, and it's all I care about, so I'm good with it." It's pretty simple, but pretty honest, you know. And I mean, music isn't all I care about. There are a lot of other things I care about, but I do listen to music all day, every day. I mean, I've got it going in my office. I've got it going in my car. I can't go through a day without music. It's just part of me, and it's you know, I can't imagine life without it. So, great quote. I'm going to read it just one more time. I mean, it's pretty simple. "I listen to music all day, every day. I can't not listen to music. It's kind of scary how much I listen to music, but it's what I love, and it's all I care about, so I'm good with it." There you go. That's Billie Eilish and her feelings about how much she listens to music, and how much I listen to music, and how much you should all listen to music. We got 12 hours of it on the Wake Up with Greg playlist, so go listen to some music and enjoy it. But if you prefer to make music, get out there and make some music as well. But share it with your friends, family, loved ones, and you know, just spread the love out there, folks. That's what I got for you today. Stay tuned for tomorrow and Friday. Going to be an interesting day for sure. Wish me luck on the Jay Beckenstein interview. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Peyton, I'm going to reach out to you after the show here, so stay tuned for that. And I think that's it. So let me leave you with this parting thought, folks. Helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.